Hi, Nani. This is your granddaughter, Rihanna. I love you and I miss you.
Hi, Nani. This is your granddaughter, Shadaria. I love you and I miss you. See you when I get there.
Hi, Mom. This is your daughter, Tiela. I love you and I miss you.
God bless you.
I hope this crowd finds you so good. Mom, I love you, miss you, and I know I speak for the whole hood. Ain't nothing changed, still shed tears. Can't believe I've been mourning your death going on close to 6 years. Think about that heavenly date as I meditate in section 53, row 78. I'm obsessed to see you, but I know it's a process. So until then, miss, God bless. Seems just like yesterday when I saw you. Hope I made it crystal clear how I truly adore you. I couldn't help it. The other day I broke down to my lawyer. Why I tattooed my right arm for you. He couldn't understand all the time that was given. Couldn't understand the pain his mother still living. He couldn't understand all the love that you gave to me. Sacrifices that you made for me. Why I'm singing.
Love lives inside of us, and we've been living inside your love. And I know you forever will be watching from heaven above. Sometimes it gets real rough for us, living without you here. But I know we'll be together again, living inside of your love. Yeah,
I remember all throughout the mall we used to walk about. The house down in Maryland that you used to talk about. One day I'ma make it mine, my only object. Give you a better life, take you up out the projects. Cause you deserve better than pissy elevators. Straight shots from haters and roaches by the incinerators. No nosy neighbors made you wanna run away. Main reason why I could never put my gun away still. Cause see the pain as soon as you busted in. Crushed within, found out your baby boy was hustling. I still quiver as the doctor deliver news that made me shiver. Said the cancer spread through your liver. Next day I cried hoping, but I knew you was leaving. When I saw you with your eyes open but wasn't breathing. Could you imagine taking your mother's hand and the body is colder than any winter ever known, man?
Love lives inside of us, and we've been living inside your love. And I know you forever will be watching from heaven above. Sometimes it gets real rough for us, living without you here. But I know we'll be together again, living inside of your love.
But now I draw strength from a death, go to live with a breath. When I'm wrong, drop to my knees and repent till I'm fresh. September 6th, music represent to my best. Stay focused and play the hesitant to the left. Conversations with God, now it's not quite the stress. Gave me that reassurance that my life was blessed. Cause I've been in a tight spot, that's with enough pain for 10 Annies. That's why I write hot and win Grammys. Courageous enough to throw my chest to a block. Fortunate enough to throw a Lex to my pops. I got so much love that I could rest on the block. Break day and fall asleep on the bench with my watch. Player hated internally, but I can't be stopped. God, moms and me gotta reach the top. Conceal my staff. Cowards wanna squeal, I laugh. You won't ever know how real till you feel my wrath. Feel my wrath. Feel my wrath.
drama unfolds. So I save a life slow, my state, ready, set, go. Intercontinental flow, hold it down, chillin' NYC. Business class to Tokyo, who's rolling with me? Combine wide, we touchin' night scenes, be fly, glitter sheen like skylines, light up the street like hot beams glow. Schemes after hours, drug in the clock. Soul time, move at the pace I choose. Play the dust low key while the moon hovers sultry above the city buzz. Harajuku to Wabisu, my kind of town. Shibuya to Yokohama, that's how I lounge. Now slicing through traffic, gas in the pedal. In my seat, leaning, blasting bass over decibels. Sunroof, open panorama view through my lens. On four wheels, we floating, wings spread in the wind. New York to Nippon, hey, we doing it. Nighttime grind, come on, let's get it. Coast to coastal, kicking back. One night only, you down with that? New York to Nippon, hey, we doing it. Nighttime grind, come on, let's get it. Coast to coastal, kicking back. One night only, you down with that? When the night beckons, be feeling restless. Tales from the young, fresh and reckless. Dressed in the deafest threads, blessing the premises with mega presence. Watch the crowd split to make way for the ebony jet setter. I know you checking for this. Wanna sip the essence. Sapani bang text with intellect for extra credit. BS can find the exit. I'ma take you higher, transmitting live from the Nexus. To Kingdom Come, get it done. Reppin' Queens, mellow mobbing in the land of the rising sun. Hands up, no matter where you're from. Give me some love, spread that. Extra fat knuckleheads who came to hate, wait, just dead that. Feels like we made it ready for my money shot face. Made to be famous. Me and Shinsky, a pair with a flair for creation. Sequences sing, witness dope in the making. New York to Nippon, hey, we doing it. Nighttime grind, come on, let's get it. Coast to coastal, kicking back. One night only, you down with that? New York to Nippon, hey, we doing it. Nighttime grind, come on, let's get it. Coast to coastal, kicking back. One night only, you down with that? Back in it, language accented, God sent swagger, also confident. I bang riffs when I spit it, indented, spin phrases, amazing. I blaze them like frankincense. Picasso on blank slates, imagining and paint vivid nightscapes. Parlay only the stargaze, Rainbow Bridge, Higashi, Kanto Highway. We break papes, so we look fresh when we partake. You know that tonight's the night. It's going down, it's going down. Money in my pocket and my gear is tight. I'm feeling right, you feeling it right. You know that tonight's the night. It's going down, it's going down. Money in my pocket and my gear is tight. I'm feeling right, you feeling it right. New York to Nippon, hey, we doing it. Nighttime grind, come on, let's get it. Coast to coastal, kicking back. One night only, you down with that? New York to Nippon, hey, we doing it. Nighttime grind, come on, let's get it. Coast to coastal, kicking back. One night only, you down with that? New York to Nippon, hey, we doing it. Nighttime grind, come on, let's get it. Coast to coastal, kicking back. One night only, you down with that? New York to Nippon, hey, we doing it. Nighttime grind, come on, let's get it. Coast to coastal, kicking back. One night only, you down with that?
Yo, I had a mad good time tonight,
else in store, just so you won't be surprised when we blow up before your eyes. And when you watch my kids grow up, then you'll realize that my literary talent was genetic, or prosthetic, not pathetic, but poetically prophetic. Now 50 years down the line, we gon' all look back and say that hip-hop in 1995 was whack. But then we got shit back on track, and by the year of 2000, the T&D was housing 3 slamming albums and faces on the cover of a jet. Until it like it wasn't no sweat. Production was fat, with lyrics that hit. Had niggas steady shot, and yo, them kids the shit. Man, they knew Jammy Flam even fatter than the last one. The T&D see they ain't never pulled no fast one. They got skill, pure intellect. Remember back in 98 when they dropped cash and checks, so word them up, there was a summertime anthem. I'll be playing checkers, drinking Geritol, and just lamping. Macking to the biddies at the bingo game, cause even then I ain't gon' show no shame. See, I'll be rocking rough rhymes till I'm 70. And T&D, we got mad longevity. So 50 years down the line, and you can start this, cause we'll be the old school artists. 50 years down the line. 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 Now 50 years down the line, see y'all be chillin', like it ain't no thing, with little shorties on the swings talking about. My granddaddy had mad flow, he got some old school year 2010 tapes when he was rocking the shows and keeping it true. Taking out your granddaddy, this punk ass crew. No kid'll get mad, you whooped and then run. But what can you say? It's like father like son, and so I'm maxing in a rocking chair, reading the funnies. Shorties running up, asking they grandpa for money. So I whip out a wire to slide the brothers some ends and tell them stay away from danger, strangers and skins. They say sure, bust a smile real quick. Think that grandpa's dumb. Little dudes ain't slick, cause I was their age once, so I know what's up. I remember back then when I ain't wanna grow up. I used to kick it with my crew like 24/7. The Riders Block rocked and all became legends in the hip-hop field. Now their names is known, the All-Star Dubra, Atomic Hanson Tone, Green Weeds, Rashid, and the Architects. Never heard of a STEM, but I was willing to bet we wouldn't act an attack to bring back the flow. I ain't dreaming, I ain't bragging, I just know what I know. So yo, 50 years down the line, you can start this, cause we'll be them old school artists. 50 years down the line. 50 years down the line. I awoke unaware in a fog of whiskey, wrapped inside a cloak from the hair of the dog that bit me. I was lost and busy and still feeling awfully pissy when I noticed my alarm had missed me. God forgive me or release my boss. With all this nausea in me, I just need time off in a big way, which sucks because much to my dismay, I just used up all my sick days. Oh, I wish they made a quicker fix to deal with the way the liquor sticks when it hits your ribs. With this in a bit as quick as the wisecracks, oohs and grunts hit the lips of your homies when you lose your lunch. Or you kiss a chick who size the skirt and intimate undergarments indicate that she likes dessert. I'm sick of it, I only wish the guys at Merck would find a cure to keep me sipping fine liquor. For every time I had to drive to work late, let them line them up like every night's my birthday. The first taste is great, twice the same. The third makes lightning rain and the earth shakes. Tonight's a game while tomorrow is harassment. Say goodbye to shame, sayonara embarrassment. It's nice to drain a bottle with arrogance and never think twice again when you wanna wallow in merriments. I wish they made a morning after pill, so I wouldn't have to feel like such an asshole still. When I swing from every bruise on the shelf until I've had my fill to the gills and make a fool of myself. You wouldn't smell like a liquor distillery. Relief would be as easy and quick as a pill in me. One dash of aspirin, a lick of senility, and you'd slip from the grip of humility. 3 cheers for beer and forever steering clear of the car crash that always seems to come with your bar tab. Cause cognac should come with the hard hat, just for when your flight nosedives and you run into tarmac. You gotta be a sharp tack to stick around, sitting on a stool, sipping stout till your lips are brown. First knock the Guinness out and switch to Murphy's. Beer gut stuffed like we're twisted turkeys. It's a hurt piece to kick your work week off by feeling lost with a wish for mercy. Search me while you find a kid this thirsty who didn't know his woe was prescription worthy. Kids from Jersey who crossed the bridge in New York is bruised like abused foster kids, and we all could use a cure for this. So get in line for a better life at your doctor's offices. For every time I made a scene in public, let them line the bar with Jim Beam and Club Mix. And never mind the life of pain that you might sustain should you forget to buy your miracle drug fix. Tonight's a game while tomorrow is harassment. Say goodbye to shame, sayonara embarrassment. It's nice to drain a bottle with arrogance and never ever think twice again when you wallow in merriment. I wish they made a morning after pill, so I wouldn't have to feel like such an asshole still. When I swing from every bruise on the shelf until I've had my fill to the gills and make a fool of myself. You never smell like a liquor distillery. Relief would be as easy and quick as a pill in me. One dash of aspirin, a lick of senility, and you never have to live with humility. I wish they made a morning after pill, so I wouldn't have to feel like such an asshole still. When I swing from every bruise on the shelf until I've had my fill to the gills and make a fool of myself. You wouldn't smell like a liquor distillery. Relief would be as easy and quick as a pill in me. One dash of aspirin, a lick of senility, and you never have to live with humility.
Drop that. Drop that beat on him, Jay.
just can't help myself. Don't wanna break it off with either one of them, and still I just don't know. I don't know. Caught up, can't live a lifetime. Time always reveals the truth. This needs to stop, 'cause I got so much to lose. Knew that this would happen. Oh, I knew. Caught up in the middle lane. I know I'm tripping. Caught up, every time I say I won't, I always get it. Caught up, somebody help me out, I'm falling. Caught up in the middle lane. I know I'm tripping. Caught up, every time I say I won't, I always get it. Caught up, somebody help me out, I'm falling. I don't wanna be less than a lady. Back and forth between, it's driving me crazy. Know it's wrong, but I want my way. Caught up in the middle lane. I know I'm tripping. Caught up, every time I say I won't, I always get it. Caught up, somebody help me out, I'm falling. Caught up in the middle lane. I know I'm tripping. Caught up, every time I say I won't,
These are the times that we live in. We're passing the limits of beat digging. When your city's as hot as Hell's Kitchen, gotta stay driven. That's why I stay moving to the rhythm.
What you know about that?
I know a little something.
Well, I got a little funk in the beat that be bumping.
Yo, what you know about this?
Man, I know a whole lot.
And brother, let the needle drop. Show the people what you got. These are the times that we live in. We're passing the limits of beat digging. When your city's as hot as Hell's Kitchen, gotta stay driven. That's why I stay moving to the rhythm. We keep our ear to the street
and keep our eyes on the prize.
And feel it deep in our souls. That's how we stay on the rise.
And how we staying on point
and never falling behind.
Say age rock, roll another joint, spark up the rhyme.
What do you see when you stare at the stars in the sky? Faint light shine in the deep depths of the eye. Me, I don't see much. Use the time to reflect. You wonder how my great-great-grandparents met. You wonder who my great-grandchildren will be. Will they have a love affair with music like me? Following my path, find peace in the poetry, and take another route. Cause the folks never showed to me and never noticed the dust covered crates or the static. Cause no one ever goes in the attic. But little by little I'll start turning the page and find out why that kid down the block's named Gage. Anyway, though, now's a concern. Kids can't learn if the tracks don't burn. If the wheels don't turn, we can't move ahead, go roll back, but it'll pop. And the pop shit is dead. Yo, we here to survive, won't split and divide. Due to ego or the rumors, cause the haters will lie. And we know who's on our side, so whatever they try, I let it slide.
You let it slide.
I let it slip on by.
Wave by to the evil thought, make the needles hot, melt wax like butter, the rhymes while they grind, and settle to the sway, the lazy day bass line. Myopic, but they're hoping that the poet opens mine. Now there's pressure on the spine, a better burden on the back, just to make some simple music in the midst of all this crap. Ask him if he raps.
Yo, you rap?
Yeah, something like that. Getting to the point, almost embarrassed of the fact. A penny for a thought, and not a drop more than that. So I leave it in the bin and add my 2 cents in. Most susceptible to sin when I'm not with my woman. But now I'm plug tuning, so she got a different tune in. Morning to the noon in and on into the night. Type to lay low, like to turn out the lights. Type to pay no kind of attention to the hype. Man, the type to say so if it just feels right. And it just feels right, rapid flowing like the rhyme. Keep them entertaining, thinking sharp at one time. Aesthetic screw a higher standard defined. Just another headline in these Los Angeles times.
These are the times that we live in. We're passing the limits of beat digging. When your city's as hot as Hell's Kitchen, you gotta stay driven. That's why we stay moving to the rhythm. Yo, we give it our best.
It's just releasing the stress.
So we always impress and never settle for less.
We're here to settle the score.
You gotta even it up.
It's the Aesthetics crew, kids, to get your weight up.
These are the times that we live in. We're passing the limits of beat digging. When your city's as hot as Hell's Kitchen, you gotta stay driven. That's why we stay moving to the rhythm.
It's like this, y'all.
It's like that, y'all.
Not bald, but I might wear a hat, y'all.
It's like that, y'all.
It's like this, y'all.
Not drunk, but I gotta take a piss, y'all.
Hey, yo.
These are the times that we live in. We're pushing the limits of great digging. When your city's as hot as Hell's Kitchen, you gotta stay driven. That's why I keep you moving to my rhythm.
To play jazz, you got to listen to the music. Forces you at all times to address what other people are thinking. And for you to interact with them and to deal with the process of things out. That's how our music really could teach what the meaning of American democracy is.
In 1964, Coltrane made one of the most influential records of all time. A Love Supreme.
Laying your soul out there. It's right there. It's one of the purest forms of expression you're ever going to hear. I listened to him play, and I started crying. This is one of those records I couldn't live down. Can't believe it. That's one of the first records I ever heard. But the last record I ever heard is one of the greatest records of all time.
The main thing a musician would like to do, he said, is to give the listener a picture of the wonderful things he senses in the universe.
I was asked a musician where jazz was going, and he said, "Go wherever you take it, we're the musicians." Voice of the past, it's the greatest teacher.
Creating some of the most intricate and imaginative jazz ever played, Miles Davis had always been skeptical about the avant-garde, but now he edged toward it.
They were never inhibited by structure. They were never inhibited by predictability. They were never inhibited by musical signposts. They were free to go anywhere they wanted to,
and they knew everyone else would follow.
Tells you that it will become itself. And when you get a taste of that, there just is nothing else you're gonna taste. This is sweet. That's a sweet taste, man.
Thank you.